Okay, welcome back to the channel. This is Steve. Go by Steve O Mystic on YouTube. And this channel is talking about female narcissists, their behaviors, their actions, their reactions, their desires. And this is coming from a place of not uh, dishonoring the person. This is just who they are, and they are who they are. And as long as we know what we're dealing with, then we're not the victim. And this is my theme. That we go into these relationships knowingly and willingly with our eyes open, and then we choose what we don't see. So I'm not the kind of person that likes to choose what they don't see. I like to see what I see, understand that I'm seeing it, and then deciding what I want to do from there. And my feeling is if you have all this information, which we do, and you continue in the relationship, this is a choice. So we're not victims. This is a choice. So today's theme is the transactional relationship, the transactional notion, the concept. What I didn't know was that I was in a transactional relationship. And the reason I didn't know that is because I was told that I was actually in a real relationship. So I don't want to introduce the term future faking right now because that's a whole nother topic. But apparently, the female narcissist will engage, and I guess it's not just a female narcissist. Narcissists will engage in future faking. They have to in order to keep the person moving forward. So, what I'm saying about the transactional relationship is I was told repeatedly that the actions that I had put forward into the relationship was not transactional, and that she felt that this was not transactional. But in reality, I don't think that they can think anything else but transactional. And sadly, this is a result of their background and their past, which we cannot see. We don't know this full package the first week, the first month, the first quarter, but they just can't seem to hold it together past that third, fourth month, is my understanding and my experience. So you get to find out who the real person is after they've become comfortable that the relationship is set, that their immediate needs are being met. Once their immediate needs are being met, now the guard comes down. And this is where I think people don't understand that the real person is now present in the relationship. And it's not the person that you were enjoying with your high dopamine levels your first several weeks or months, depending on how this relationship went. So when I say transactional in nature, it's maybe it's best characterized by the term, what have you done for me lately? So when it comes down to whether or not you're in a transactional relationship, whether or not you are, whether you know it or not at the very beginning, doesn't matter because you will find out in the end. So, like I said, I didn't know I was in a transactional relationship because I was being told I wasn't. So it was a little confusing. But once I realized that based on certain things that she said, like for instance, we were in I don't know, the second or the third week of a monthly rental contract, which I was paying the rent. And I said, we really ought to be looking for another apartment so we can get some stability. And her immediate response was, "Oh, I can't let you pay for another month for me here." And of course, I thought I was paying for the rent for both of us. What I was now hearing was that I was paying the rent for her. Well, that was a little odd. It didn't really make a lot of sense to me if we were supposed to have a relationship that was going to move into the future. So clearly, that said to me the relationship was not moving into the future. I had always heard from her all these other places that she could go, and I just decided to let her go. So once I was repeatedly confronted with, oh, I could go here, I could go there. I have this ex-boyfriend that will put me up. I have this ex-boyfriend that'll put me up. I have this new employer. I've got this daughter-in-law. I mean, once I heard that there was just so many people that were willing to put her up and not pay her rent for her, I decided to give her what she wanted. So this is the end of my transactions with her, and I don't regret it. I'm much happier without the noise, which was continuous. I don't know what it is about these girls, but they don't shut up. It's like all they do is talk. They talk and they talk, and most of what they're saying is repetitive. And it's stories that I've heard before, and they were boring the first time. They were boring the fourth time. And this is generally what I've encountered with heavy drinkers. Uh, heavy alcohol abusers, where they just tell the same stories over and over. My God, it's like I just don't know how people put up with it. It's I've seen it in so many other people before that I was not involved with, and I guess once you're more closely attached to that, it's maddening. So I didn't want to get off the topic, and I like to keep these short. But you are in a transactional relationship. You are being judged as each transaction moves along, and that's just the way it is. And as long as you know that, again, you can't call yourself a victim, and you stay in it as long as you want. Okay, that's it for this topic. I need 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. I've got 93, so I need a little help. If you've gotten this far, help me out. Hit the subscribe button, comment if you like, and thank you very much. Peace.